Hello and welcome to today's video. So March Matters video 16. Now this morning I have been creating content for my Comms Hub membership platform, and I have been providing content for adults and kids all about how to handle confrontational situations. And in that content creation, I remembered a phrase that I heard for the first time 4 years ago, and it really stuck with me, and it really has helped me to get great outcomes when I am in confrontational situations or having difficult conversations. And the phrase that I was introduced to is that emotions don't care about experiences. Let me repeat. Emotions don't care about experiences. And the reason that I offer this to you as one of the ways in which you can cleanse your communication and form new habits is whenever we are in confrontational situations and there is a mismatch between what someone is telling us they feel and some way in which we have felt it. One of the things that is hardest to understand is why somebody is blowing something out of all proportion, why somebody is making such a big deal out of a tiny incident, how somebody could be so offended by something that's so innocent. When we are in confrontational or difficult communication situations, often it's our inability to put ourselves in the shoes of the other person and understand their perspective that caused offence, that caused hurt, that caused sadness, that caused disrespect. It's our inability to appreciate why they feel the way they do that stops us from getting a great outcome. And when I heard the phrase, emotions don't care about experiences, it was in the context of saying, look, emotion, you can empathise with somebody by concentrating on the feeling, not the trigger. So when you are in a situation and somebody, I remember working in HR for John Lewis for years, and occasionally somebody would ring up and they would say to me in HR, really sorry, I'm not going to be in today because my cat just died. And I used to find it really hard to empathise with someone over them needing a day off work because their cat died. And it wasn't that I disbelieved them or I thought they were lying. I just couldn't understand why somebody would need time off work from the death of a pet. Now that's not to say that I don't like animals. I had a cat, but I couldn't connect with the reason that they felt it was so extreme they needed time off work. But actually, when I heard the phrase, emotions don't care about experiences, it allowed me to see those moments through a different lens, because it allowed me to say, do you know what? I might not feel grief over the loss of a cat, but I know what grief feels like. And so when you concentrate on the emotion that somebody is talking to you about, and you can connect with feeling that emotion, it allows you to stop judging them by the trigger of that emotion and empathise with them and be kind to them, because you know what that feeling feels like. So in that example with I need time off work because my cat just died, I just kind of thought, I don't get it. Why do you need to be off work? Like, get a grip. But actually, the moment I stopped concentrating on the trigger for the emotion of grief, which was the cat, and I concentrated on the emotion, which was grief, it allowed me to empathise. Because regardless of what caused it, grief is grief, hurt is hurt, anger is anger, disrespect is disrespect, tension is tension, anxiety is anxiety. Fear is fear. You might be scared of spiders, and the person that you're talking to can't imagine why you'd be terrified over a tiny little thing like a spider. It doesn't matter if you're scared of heights. Fear is fear. So fear of a spider, fear of heights, fear of the loss of a relationship, grief over a cat, a hamster, a relative, grief over the loss of a career, the loss of health. Grief is grief. Loss is loss. Offence is offence. Sadness is sadness. Fear is fear. If you concentrate on empathising and connecting with someone by their emotion and not the trigger, It will allow you to protect the relationship, the friendship, the rapport. So, you know, I see Rachel and Vicky are joining my live. So Vicky, you know, I know that you run a big team in a busy salon. There will be undoubtedly situations where one work colleague to another, somebody will be disproportionately, in your opinion, upset about a comment made by a client. And you think, well, you don't need to take offence. That wouldn't offend me. Well, that's your lens, but offence is offence. If you've ever been offended, it might be by a parent or by an ex-partner. If you've ever felt offended, then you can relate to why they feel, how they feel, regardless of the fact that it's not created by the same thing. So when you're in confrontational situations, when you're having difficult conversations, try where you can, if you want to get a good outcome, try where you can to see behind the trigger, to concentrate on the emotion and empathize with that, and accept that for whatever reason, grief is grief, and allow somebody to be extended your kindness and your respect in their treatment when they have indicated to you an emotion that they are feeling. Because we are really quick to assume and dismiss people on the basis that we would or wouldn't feel the same in that situation. I'm saying forget the situation, concentrate on the feeling. And if you have ever felt what they are describing, be it caused by something completely different, if you've ever felt that emotion, then extend the respect and the kindness to them by treating them in a way that you would want to be treated. If you said to somebody that cared about you, look, I'm feeling really offended, or I'm feeling really upset, or I'm grieving for. Extend that treatment and that kindness and that respect to somebody because of the emotion they're feeling, not the situation that triggered the emotion. That's what I want to offer you today. I can't tell you. If you apply emotions don't care about experiences to the trickiest of conversations, it will change the way that you react to people. It will change the strength of compassion that you show them. It will change the respect that you command from them, and it will strengthen every element of your relationship with them. And it's just in the simplicity of communicating and connecting with them based on the emotion they're telling you they're feeling, not the experience that caused it. It changes so much. And if you can do it and role model it as a parent, the power of it, and I've watched it in my own kids, the power of it when you parent a perspective that says emotions don't care about experiences, because kids grow up to be, if we're not careful, so judgmental, so quick to judge and share their opinion and look down on each other and criticize each other because the reason that someone's upset is stupid. Well, the reason might be different to the emotion, but if they know what lonely feels like, if they know what upset feels like, if they know what afraid feels like, then and you can get them to attach to the feeling, not the circumstance, it allows them to grow up into adults who really are very, very empathetic. And that is a superpower in life, not just in business for them as they grow up. So there we go. Emotions don't care about experience. Give it a try. Let me know what you think, because it changes absolutely everything. Right, I will see you back here tomorrow for more. Bye for now.